Good afternoon. My name is Ryder, and welcome to episode 7 of Smooth Grooves. I suffered a bit of a scandal this week. Somehow it got out that I was fraternizing with drummers. Now look, it is true that Monday night I could be seen at the Nashville Drummers Jam at the Exit Inn. True, but I was not fraternizing with drummers. I was simply associating with drummers, and there's a very keen difference. To associate is perfectly acceptable. To fraternize, look, I maintain that I never used, nor have I ever used, nor shall I ever use the word pocket to describe anything other than a place sewn into my pants. So look, I want to throw that out. We've gotten that out of the way. Let's move on. And besides, it's perfectly acceptable to associate with drummers. All right? It seems to be a bad word to some musicians, but I'm here to remind you that drummers are drummers are people too. And given the proper accompaniment from sensitive and mature musicians, not unlike myself, drummers are even capable of demonstrating certain aspects that in some way possibly relate to some of the most basic tenets of musicianship. Yes, I believe that to be true, okay? Look, if you're skeptical, think back. You're in a conservatory, you're locked inside a practice room, you're slaving over florid counterpoint of all species, you're mastering the delicate nuances of tonal harmony. Right there in that next room was the drummer, just tapping away at his rudiments for God, hours and hours. I mean, and look, it's true that the rudiment is the most rudimentary exercise of all music. We all know that. But just like the greatest inspiration can come from the humblest of sources, today I'm going to teach you the paradiddle. It's kind of like a regular diddle, except it requires less training. Very simple pattern. We go right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. If you get confused, think about your uncle, the accountant, dancing at a wedding. Okay, let's get our metronome going. Start very slow. Feel the meter. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Very good. Now, this is the tricky part. We're going to up the tempo just a little bit. And you have to feel the difference of the meter. The beat's slightly faster. And I think you'll find that the paradiddle gets pretty tricky pretty fast. One click faster. We're going to try that again. Woo! My goodness. How do they manage? I encourage you to practice the paradiddle at home. And until next time, my name is Ryder, reminding you to please, for the love of each and every Christ, practice at a reasonable volume.